fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have. There's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream. If they post a pic of me deeply, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports cars, you know that it's a fake. Got my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing too. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. I had a post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion, but in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Only the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have. There's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily. That ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can.
There it is, Kinsman. May the 4th be with you, young Jedi.
And here I thought it was May the Fork be with you, so that's why I brought this.
Look at. Do you think you would be like a young, cool Jedi like Skywalker? You're like the old Obi-Wan Kenobi that gets wiped out in
probably the older Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. This thing plays with it, but it's gonna be an awesome show tonight. They say never work with children or animals. We're working with animals tonight, and I think they're gonna outdo us.
I think they will. It's going to be an exciting show. We've got Parrots and Poodles, Pet Palace, Walter hanging out in the background. He'll join us shortly.
Sure.
And we'll get up close and personal at 255 3rd Avenue and see what goes on within the doors of Parrots and Poodles. Pet Palace, that's the new tongue twister. Move over, Peter Piper. There's a new tongue twister in town. Parrots and Poodles, Pet Palace. And Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
You did it without
dive into the show here.
Yeah, that's right. You're the wordsmither here, so I'd let you tackle that one.
That's it, eh?
Yeah. So what's shaping up? Timmins RV. It's camping season, right? Are we coming?
It is. Yes, it is. One of our prime sponsors here at KINZ and KLOMP Live. They just wanted to let the world know that May is their parts special. May parts specials have now arrived at Timmins RV. And you can get your camping gear in order for the season and start by rocking at the campfire. All their rocking chairs, in fact, are 20% off this month. Check out their website for all your camping needs online at timminsrv.com. And they're the first left past the Kamoskoshi turnoff.
Did you say rocking chairs?
They've got they're rocking, like as in a rocking, not a rocking chair.
Oh, okay.
They're rocking chairs.
Yeah, because I picture if I brought you out to my campsite and gave you a rocking chair, one beer, and you're sleeping.
That's it.
No. Okay.
Yeah, no rocking chairs, but they do rock. They're nice, nice looking camp chairs. So make sure you pick them up. Again, 20% off. TimmonsRV.com. Cheers to Timmons RV tonight.
Pads, Canine Protection and Detection Services. Martin Peel. We love Martin. Gives back to the community. A very busy man, protecting homes and businesses, dog training. Big supporter of this show. And I know Martin's a very happy man today because our Manchester City has advanced to the Champions Final. It's their first opportunity to win it. We know Martin's from England. He loves his football. Yes, it's football, Kinsman. So Peel, an extra special congratulations to you today from me. And from you, right, Kinsman?
That's right. I even though I still call it soccer, I'm in the transition mode. If I hang around Martin long enough, I just might sit down and watch a Manchester game. Whenever the next game is, if it's on a non-show night, maybe we should all tune in and cheer them on.
We got an angry emoji already, Kinsman. There must have been the bad May 4th joke that they've heard
from
about.
Who?
No,
it's this one. May the fork be with you. You never know when you're going to need a fork, and you can actually get away with it on May the 4th.
You should leave the comedy to me. See what happens. You crack a joke, and we get an angry emoji.
We got an angry emoji going on tonight. We need to turn, as they say, turn the frown upside down. The Surge. Thanks to Kim and her staff at the Surge Sports Lounge, one of the best sports lounges in the city. Why is it the best? Because we've joined forces with the Surge for 12 months. So when we can ease back into normalcy, we've got a 12-month Timmons residency happening where we're going to do live venue performances. We're going to do variety shows, take our trivia shows live to the Surge, and we'll also stream some shows live from the Surge as well. And we just might team up with Matt Vachon, the golf simulator, with Golf Timmons in there as well.
That's great. After we get some lessons from Owen, though, first.
Yeah, we need a few lessons before we crack the big screen there.
Okay, so Villeneuve Engineering Services, this bright young man, a new company in town servicing industrial, commercial, metals in the mining sector, specializing in structural engineering. I love this guy, Eric. Great supporter of the show, local business, started his dream, his own engineering firm. He's doing a lot. VilleneuveENG.ca is the website. If you want to go check him out, he has a lot of big clients. He does great work. And not only that, Kinsman, right? He stepped up to the plate on Mother's Day.
That's right. He a big believer in supporting local businesses. He's got a friend and one of his closest friends who works at Beleza Aesthetics here in the city. So he says, you know what? Not only will I be a sponsor on KINZ and KLOMP Live, but I want to give away $500 to Beleza Aesthetics on Mother's Day. So he's got a $500 gift certificate that he's going to give away. And again, for the post, you can go to our original post, which is on our Facebook page, and just comment to win a superhero mom. If there's a mom out there that should be nominated, and you can even self-nominate. No shame in that. Get yourself in. $500. And again, we'll have Eric and the big giveaway on Sunday night show.
I don't want to see Mrs. Mark Kinsman in there. You can't nominate yourself, Mark.
No, I can't. But my mom could.
Yeah. Did you nominate your mom?
I should nominate my mom. I haven't nominated her yet, but I probably should now that you've called me out on the live show here.
You told me you were going to do that anyway, so you're good. See, I got your back.
Get her in for a $500 gift certificate. Again, that's a $500 bill that you can go running wild. Beleza Aesthetics, if you haven't been, you will be able to snoop and see what they have to offer, what she has to offer in her stores. And again, thanks to Eric at Villeneuve Engineering for providing that grand prize.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Sunday show.
A couple quick hellos until we get to our guest. Sue says hi.
Hi, Sue. Hello. We've got hi, KINZ and KLOMP, LMAO. That's from good old Janice. Joanne says, hi, guys. Hi, Joanne.
Yeah, Janice says, animals don't talk like that, Jamie. And she noted that we are dressed the same today. Yes.
Yeah, we're wearing our we got the station memo, I think, to wear the corporate blacks on the show. Chad Dubinel from Elite Geeks. Hello, everyone. Hello, Chad. May the 4th be with you.
And same
fork
to you, Lori.
From Lori Ball. That pick of the crop.
Look, I got to use
I'm going to say she's probably one of the best, if not the best, cashier at Pick Up the Crop when you walk in there.
Yeah, she's awesome. There's Natalie.
Hello, Natalie. Hi, guys, she says.
And who else do we got?
Who else do we have? Anybody else coming in?
Yeah, that's right. I wish my mom were here for Mother's Day. It's going to be hard. I hear you, Joanne. My mother passed too. It's a difficult day when your mom's not around, but it's also a good day to reflect on their memory and all the awesome things that they did for us.
That's right.
And Garrett says hi. All right.
Garnet.
Now, Kinsman, the animals are going to outstage us.
They're going to outstage us.
Mm-hmm.
Parrots, Poodles, Pet Palace, 255 3rd Avenue. You might want to see what goes on in there. Maybe you drive by, going, what kind of pets are on the other side of the door? Well, we're gonna be joined by a special treat tonight, Walter.
Walter, there he is. Hey, Walter.
Hey.
Joining us on the show. How you doing, Walter?
Not too bad, and I can tell you right now, some of your jokes must be really funny because Sassy, our parrot, was laughing his head off.
So they did like the joke after all.
Oh, they must have, because the parrot was just laughing up a storm.
You're good. So how long have you owned the store for?
Well, this store's been in business now for over 12 years. We've been in business for a little bit longer than that, but in fact, Sassy's the age of the store here is how old Sassy really is. She's 12 years old.
Oh, and we see we have all the animals already in the background. Is it?
Oh, we got a few animals, and we got a few people here to help me out to bring them by and pass them around and that.
That is completely awesome. So, and you mentioned it's going to be your daughter. So, is this like a family-run business?
Actually, yeah, it is a family-run business. Me and my wife, we're the co-owners of it. And then we have daughters and grandchildren that come in and help out once in a while. And you can see one of them just passing by.
Your baby.
And she's got the baby bird. That we're
my God. And before we forget, we are auctioning off tonight a $50 gift certificate for your store. So all folks need to do, like our other auctions, is to put in your bid in the comment section. And absolutely. So if we can get that bidding going and people can come in and check out the store now. Are you completely closed right now, or are you open for curbside?
Okay, we are open for curbside. And for those that really need something specific, we do book appointments so that we can let you come in and lock the door behind you and serve you. We do still have people that come in and still need to have their little fix to have a visitor friend, like a pet, and that. So, we still lock the door. We have people that book the appointments, and we deal with them one-on-one.
And I know Mark wants to ask a question, but I do have to ask one more. So, like, have you always had a love for animals? Is this why you're in this business? Did it start off early for you?
Actually, it's very funny. When I was a child, I started off that I always wanted to go to different pet stores and everything else like that, but we weren't allowed pets when we were children. When I got old enough and that, I told my wife that I wanted a bird, and she said no. So I went on my 40th birthday. I said, that's it. I went out and got one.
There you go.
And when I got home, she automatically said, "Okay, fine."
Yeah. Now I can let Mark ask a question. I'm hogging
quite the place, right? Yeah. Well, you can keep her going there. I'm enjoying the conversation. Walter, great to have you on the show. Now, when people drive by, when they think pets, let's say, compared to other pet shops in the city, what do you carry that maybe someone doesn't know here in the city that you do carry, and they could give you a call and start adding themselves to your customer client list?
Well, you know what? That's the neat thing about our store. Is I started it off thinking that I was a young little lad, what I wanted to see at a pet store, and that. You don't see that anymore. It's all about the gotta sell the merchandise. We have pets. When I wanted pets, I wanted pets. We got all kinds of snakes. In fact, we have cool ones like this.
So what type of snake is that?
That is a ball python.
Oh,
And the nice thing about this is that when a person comes in and they're afraid of snakes or something like that, if they want to get their fears over with, I can help them. We'll take it easy, nice and slow, but by the time you leave, you're holding one like this. Believe it or not, when I first opened up the store, I was terrified of snakes. My granddaughter chased me around the store with a freaking snake. And I had to learn real quick.
You slowly overcame your fears. Now, maybe for a snake owner out there, do you have many that cater to snakes as a pet? It's a unique pet. You don't see too many people, stating that they are snake owners. But what is a typical snake? Is that the the I guess the bottom of the barrel or the beginner snake when you're looking to maybe house a snake?
Well, you know what? The thing is there's smaller snakes out there. There's corn snakes and everything else like that. But I'm a firm believer that the ball pythons are the most friendliest snakes you can get and great starter snakes. They, if you have a young child, I'm not afraid to put a ball python around. In fact, during the summer, when we didn't have the COVID, we used to go around and have birthday parties and stuff like that, and go around to daycares and actually have children hold snakes and everything else like that. I was never afraid. When you got boas, that's more for persons that they know what the snake's about. But unfortunately, if you went back in time, you'd actually know that one time Timmins was against snakes. And the Boy Scouts of Canada, for the Timmins area, they actually got it so that we were allowed snakes in here up to 3 meters, which was pretty cool.
Okay, so snakes are allowed up to 3 meters. So say, if someone comes into the store and they wanted to buy a snake, but they've never owned one before, do you give them sort of like a little bit of training and some tips?
Oh yes. When they come in here, they've never had a snake before. I'm thrilled because I'm a gangster. I'm more of a prankster type of person. But when it comes to seriousness, I can also be that. But a lot of times, what I do is I introduce them to the snake just by showing them. And Snakes on a Plane, that's a movie. That's something that scared people. It's not realistic, but that's what it is. If you can hold a worm, I tell people, then you can hold a snake.
Oh.
A worm is more gushy than a snake is.
Probably a little nicer feeling a snake compared to a worm. Like a snake has a leathery, like a purse type feel to it compared to a worm.
Actually, you think that, but it's not really. It's a hard scale thing. That's it. You feel it. It's just it's
almost
nothing.
like this guy here.
It's if you hold it something like this.
That's what it
Okay.
They can't see it.
Oh, I'll bring it out.
It almost feels like one of these things.
Like
what's in there?
This is a reptile.
Right here, Dad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like that's a banded gecko. Oops.
Oh, we can't see him.
Bring him over. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a gecko.
And this, if you ever feel one of these,
Just looking at him.
it's the same thing,
And so you also sell, so you sell snakes, you sell geckos.
I sell all kinds of reptiles. In fact, one of the things that you don't see too often is these.
Little turtles.
A turtle.
A baby turtle.
So we sell scaly things, fin friends, feathered friends, all kinds. And then
That is,
and see like
Eric
this guy
says
here. This is a baby. We're still hand feeding it.
That's a cockatiel?
That's a cockatiel. And you can hear it squawking.
Yeah.
It thinks it wants to eat, but it doesn't.
Now, can you get that one to talk? Is that one of the talking cockatiels?
Actually, if this was a male cockatiel, they can have the ability to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk. In fact, the father of this one, his name is Chico, and he talks.
Okay.
But what's really amazing, if you listen to sometimes if you hear in the background, you can actually hear a bird talking away.
Yeah.
He's trying to echo what I'm saying.
They're all jealous of they all want the camera time right now. They're all making noise. They're like, Walter, take me to the show. I want to be seen.
That's right. And when you get these animals, do you name them, or do you wait for someone to buy them?
Oh
to name
God!
them?
If I was to name them all, I'd be lost.
I name them all. I try to name them all.
Yeah.
I fall in love with them all, and I take them all
Yeah.
home quite quick.
And who is that talking, by the way?
That is my daughter.
That's
One
your
of my
daughter.
daughters.
She should
Yeah.
come on camera and say hello.
Hi.
So it's a family-run business and multiple animals. So, like, when you started the business, how did you start to learn how to care for all these animals?
Well, for one thing, I have a course that I went into. It's called the Pet Pros course.
Mhm.
And I learned everything I could off of that. And now I even can teach it now because I'm a teacher for that. And it's a course. So just an example, just for snakes, it's 87 pages of learning,
Oh, wow.
and it's all online. What I do is I give one course, okay, out, and then they do it, and then I go and I mark it. If they pass it, they got a certificate.
Yeah, that works. Garrett asked if the gecko works for the insurance company. Yeah.
Actually, the gecko that is for the insurance company, he's coming on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. He's making a special appearance, and it's I said Garrett, it's Garnet, right? It's Garnet?
Garnet.
Garnet, yeah.
Yeah, I do have
Sorry, Garnet.
I have a couple more reptiles coming on Friday. One of them is, I wish it was still here. It's a huge reptile, but it gets only maybe about a foot long, but it's cool.
Do you want me to try to grab?
Yeah, grab.
Savannah?
Yeah.
He's got some more animals coming.
Oh yeah.
Who do we have next?
The chameleon. Yeah, we have all kinds of hamsters. We actually even breed hamsters here. We used to breed our own rabbits, but then we just with everything else, we just said no, can't do it anymore.
Here's the question: Do you feed your snakes mice?
Actually, you don't. The best thing to feed a snake is actually for ball python is a rat. Mice have no protein,
Okay,
and that.
I would have never known that. Yeah.
And
Now, are they
feed-
frozen? Or are they live? Like, is it live? They buy the rats from
Well,
you too for the.
Oh yeah, we're the only ones here in Northern Ontario that actually breed rats, and we actually supply down south rats, and but we've had them frozen for them.
Oh, okay. So it's like a frozen. So it's not like the movies where he's hanging by the tail and the snake eats it. It's actually like a frozen treat.
Oh, it's in live, yeah. Even reptiles, even our reptiles eat pinky mice and pinky rats.
Okay. And
It's fun.
how many
it's fun.
snakes? How many snakes do you have in the shop?
Well, right now we have 3. On Friday we should have about 6 more.
Oh, geez. Okay. Are they?
We have even fish tanks of all different types of fish. I got quite a bit of collection.
So what is the most popular pet that you sell?
Well, the most popular is probably fish.
Yeah.
But lately it's been rabbits. Rabbits been going out the door like can't keep them. And then we have reptiles.
Okay.
Check this out.
Chameleon.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look how small he is.
yeah. And you know what though? If you notice on the top here, he doesn't have that big crown
Yeah.
like other ones do. But he still has the tail that can act like a monkey. And he still does. He has everything else. He can see frontwards and backwards. He can sure change colors.
Oh yeah, we had a hard time finding him.
Yeah, it's a Senegal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a Senegal. He would right now. They would have found him. He would have been in the plants,
He was in the leaves. Yeah.
in the leaves, same color. You have a hard time spotting him.
Do you
Now-
have an item that you can bring from his terrarium and change his color live on the show, or is it?
Oh, you know what? These guys. If I was to hold him long enough, he would change colors.
Oh, he's getting
Yeah.
dark. I don't think they can see it, but look at his head.
Yeah,
It's going yellow.
You can see a bit more. It's going yellow now. If you
Can
look,
you turn
I don't know
to
if
show his head?
yeah, I
He's
don't
getting
know.
yellower.
He's trying to turn yellow to disappear from the scene.
Yeah, but yeah, they actually think whatever color they can be to get away from things.
Nice.
This
Is
one
that
here,
how big they get? How big do they
oh
get?
God, no! This one here will get about 5 times the size.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is just a baby.
And what do they eat? Mosquitoes and bugs? What are you feeding this?
Crickets and mealworms. And you know the flute that when you do a party thing and it comes up in back?
Yeah.
That's exactly the way their tongue acts. It's pretty
They-
cool.
They want to know if you have any iguanas.
Actually, we did have iguanas, but right now we are waiting for this COVID to end so we can get some iguanas again.
Mhm.
And we also have ferrets on order. So
Okay.
we'll have a ferret nice time. See, I can do puns too.
We have, let's see.
Chameleon's nice. So what other comments do we have coming in?
Well, we have, so Chad has bid $30 for the gift certificate. He says, for this awesome man who sold me a Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo sealed. So you sold something to Chad.
Oh,
Yeah. And then he upped his own bid to $40. So
Wow.
right now the current bid's at $40. Thank you very much, Chad.
it's amazing how many people we sold animals to. And you know what? We actually came up with a thing where it's called, and before this pandemic, I was trying to put it through the government, is the animal, what was it called? It slipped my tongue. Well, because the animals are our best friends, okay? So it's Animal Appreciation Day. And it was held every second weekend in April, Sunday. And for a long time, we got other stories down south even to follow with that. We used to give the mayor a fish for for being a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Helmer, a good friend of ours.
He's at
opening up a new
$42
store.
right now.
Yeah.
And there's
Dave-
a guinea pig coming
You
in.
know, Dave's our friend from Bait Me, Tackle, and Variety. Brand new
That's
store
right.
opening up in Porcupine. We're going to be working with them, and he has bid 42. You should see how awesome his store is. Lime green, like it just. He's taken that store and made it look amazing. So he's at $42.
$42.
Yeah.
So if Chad's going to need to counter offer, it's going to be a battle, I think, between Chad and Dave. throughout the course of the show now.
Here's a question. Lori's asking, is there puppies?
You know what? Right now, because we are breeders of parrots and poodles. So we breed parrots and we breed poodles. Right now we have such a waiting list, it's unbelievable. And we don't breed our puppies like every litter for the simple reason is we want to be responsible. We want to show other people that we're responsible. So when they get a pet, they got healthiness.
Right.
We're not like if you were to be like some of these people, they breed them every time they're in heat. We don't.
Gotta be a
Eric says he bought a bunny from Walter before.
Yes. In fact, I wanted to bring a bunny on. It was actually the very first bunny we sold in the store. A lady had taken it, bought it, and every year I go visit it. And now the lady was in the hospital, so now my daughter has taken over looking after it. And it's still alive.
She's 11 years old and she's healthy. And
11 years old. Is
Yeah.
that old for a bunny?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's old for me.
I think Mark should go in and buy a pet for his place. Your boys would love it there, Kinsman.
Yeah, they would. You know, my boys already have 4 dogs on, their mom's side. My side, I don't have any pets here, but a nice little terrarium would be cool to maybe put a little chameleon or something in there. Boys would love it. Now, you were talking about age, Walter. When it comes to your breeding of parrots, is it true that you have to put parrots into your will? Like they can live for what 100 years? Is that true?
Well, you see my daughter, right? I don't leave the will in her name. I left it in my granddaughter's name.
Okay.
That's how.
That's it. I'm leaving.
Like
No.
Sassy, she'll outlive my daughter for sure, unless she lives to 100.
Yeah.
No, they'll
100.
live at 80 to 100 years old.
And what is that in the, and someone's holding another pet there? Is that the gecko?
Oh, the
I
guinea
can't
pig.
see.
That's the guinea pig.
Oh, the
No,
guinea
guinea
pig.
pig.
Okay.
Guinea pig is still there.
you grab one of the,
My
horse
son's always
hamsters.
bugging me for a guinea pig.
Yeah,
There's 2 babies.
yeah, we got 2 babies in,
I love the guinea
and that
pig.
we actually have one lady that bought 2 snakes, 2 guinea pigs, 2 puppies from us.
Yeah,
And
loves
now she
animals.
wants 2 ferrets.
So, are we able to see the guinea pig a little closer?
Yep.
Here.
Oh
my God.
Oh my
Here
God!
he
There
is.
you go. Your boys would love that, Kinsman, right there.
A guinea pig?
Yeah.
Well,
Is
their sisters had 2 guinea pigs. They got rid
But
of them
you
due
need
to
to.
allergies.
Yeah, but you need 2. They if you have one, they actually go into like they need to socialize.
Mhm.
They have to have a buddy.
Paul says, Walter, you seem like the type of guy that would have a million stories to tell.
Oh God, yeah. I only got 1,000,001. I'm working
Yeah,
on
that's
1,000,002 later.
So if we were, if someone comes into your store and say wants to buy a guinea pig, do you have like all the supplies, the cages, the toys?
You know, that's a good question because when I opened the store up, there was 3 things I needed. One was a room that each one. So if somebody came in for small animals, they didn't have to go into a dog room, they didn't have to go into a bird room, they didn't have to go into a snake room or anything else like that. So I wanted each room separate. I didn't want reptiles and snakes together because people are afraid of snakes. So I made their own room. The second thing I wanted to do was carry all kinds of animals. The third thing I wanted to do is make sure if I sell a snake, I have all the supplies. If I sell a rabbit, I have all the supplies.
Mhm.
Also, the knowledge for everything.
I just like to say too, Dad, I own a reptile, and this is the only place to get decent reptile stuff. The lightings, the bugs, the live feed. It's
Right.
Doesn't
So
compare.
if you buy a reptile from your store, then you can always come. You have all the stuff
I have
that
all the stuff
that
and
That
more.
caters to the pets.
Yeah. And you know something? I also have, like, I won't force something on you, but I will tell you what it should have. And even though there is YouTube videos out there and all that stuff, I tell people don't always believe what you read and see.
Mhm.
Always have somebody that has them. If they have had them for years and years and years and they're doing good, something's doing right. Some people will go and buy. We've had people that bought a pet within 2 months. They're the experts.
You're right.
You know,
They're telling me to get a snake. I don't know. I think I would be too. I might be too nervous around a snake, but
you'd be amazed at how well you could change.
yeah.
get a hamster instead.
Take you a few feedings, and then you would slowly get to know it, Jamie.
Oh, who's
That's the way
this?
you speed.
What?
Oh,
What's that? A deer mouse?
No, that's a hamster.
Oh, it's a hamster. Almost looks like a mouse. No.
Oh, there he is.
Well, almost.
Bring him up.
But
Bring
if
him
you
up higher
notice-
there, Walter. Bring him up a little bit. There we go.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah. And he has no tail.
What happened
That's
to
a
his
big
tail?
difference. No tail.
No tail on hamsters?
No, he's got a little tail,
None.
okay? He's got a little tiny tail. This is
Yeah.
actually called a Campbell Dwarf hamster. And that. Here, take this one and grab me the other one. White one. Went to white.
How much work goes into owning a pet store? I can imagine there's a lot of cleaning and upkeep.
You know what?
Yes.
Just to give you an example, if you come in here Monday to Fridays, you're going to meet the rat lady. That's my wife. All she does is clean the rat room. That's all she does. Clean, 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 clean. That's how much it's busy. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet.
Yeah.
Not your typical 9 to 5 job. Like when I guess some of the animals have different feeding times. They don't want they some of them feed at night and daytimes. Your schedule must be all over the place.
Well, we actually we start feeding in the morning, and then we keep going for the rest of the day. Then we're done. The next day we'll start all over again. And
Look at that little guy.
yeah, this is a winter white dwarf hamster.
He's looking for the hamster wheel right now.
Yeah,
Chad
yeah,
says he
But
wants a
see how calm they
tarantula.
are? See how calm they are? They just sit in my palm of my hand. Don't even bother running. That's one thing I do love about these.
Yeah,
Nice calm tap.
they're always calm like that. Now, Chad was saying he wants a tarantula. Do people have
carry spiders?
Let me put it this way. You want a tarantula? I'll order it. You come pick it up right away. I'm not touching it.
No, okay. Even you, an expert in pets, are scared of tarantulas.
Oh, yes. We had an orange bitey thing. It's a tarantula, okay? And it was tiny, tiny, tiny. But I opened the cage to see if he was there. He jumped right out at me. Oh my God! I vacuumed every inch of the reptile room to get vacuumed every spider I could. There's no way I wanted that sucker loose. Do you know that one bite from it and my hand would be paralyzed?
Yeah.
We don't carry that no longer.
Wow.
Who would want that as a pet?
Hey, there is pets out there, little tiny little creatures that if they bite you, they'll paralyze your arms, they'll paralyze your legs. But it's all for thrill? I don't know. Not me.
Now, is there a way, like, do some people have a tarantula where it's not venomous anymore, or they're all poisonous?
Well, there's some tarantulas, like the backwater spiders, okay? They come out, and I guess they've been defanged and everything else like that. But what's cool about them, when they do completely shed, it's like you can have two spiders identical, and you don't know which one's the live one and which one's the shed one. It's amazing. But for me, I can touch the shed one, but I can't touch the live one.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, tarantula is a little too scary for me. So you mentioned even though like the store, you have to be. Oh, what's that? Well, that's a beta fish.
Yep.
Yes.
That I know. They like to be alone, beta fish, right?
Well, their nickname is Chinese fighting fish.
Yeah.
But I could put 20 females together.
Okay.
But it's
Just
the
gotta
one
do it
male,
now.
you throw that into the mix there, and they all fight over each other.
No, you put one male with 50 females, and he's one happy male.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of people buy beta fish, but they're always like in small little aquariums. Do they like a small space beta fish or?
Well, see, the reason they have them in small containers too is because they can survive in that. They have a lung where they can come out and they can breathe. They don't need the oxidation of water. And if you watch how much you feed them, you don't have to worry about changing the water as much. Room temperature, if you got a nice warm room, they're perfect. They're happy.
You see them like that too because they're solitary fish. They like to be alone.
Yep.
They say, Lori says Dumbo Bettas are beautiful. What's a Dumbo Beta?
Oh,
Dumbo
they
Betta.
are. A Dumbo, see, betas come in different ways, okay? You get one that is like similar to this, it's regular,
And then this is
and this is a crown. I don't know if you can see it,
they,
but it's the tails are all cut. It's like somebody took a scissors and cut it all the way through, okay? A Dumbo is really nice fin on it in the back, but the ears, it looks like it's got big ears on it, but the fins.
Nice.
And this one here is one cool fish.
Well,
Never
what
have
is
to
that?
feed it. It's the plastic one.
Oh, I thought it was
That's
real.
that's for the person who's too busy to own a pet, right? You can at least get
Yeah.
through with a plastic fish.
You can actually get those fish and adjust them in the tank, have an airline under it, and they look like they're real. We used
Yep.
to have them in a fish tank, and people would thought they were real.
I have a beautiful albino Oscar.
Albino Oscar.
Those are nice. Those are huge fish.
Yeah.
I used to have a boss named Oscar, and I used to call him lazy because an Oscar is lazy.
How many types of fish do you have in the store?
Oh my
Right now?
God.
Oh my God.
I must have about 40, 50, 60 of them, different types.
Oh my god! Yeah, I could see where all the work comes in. Like it's a full-time job just caring for the animals, right? The cleaning and the feeding.
Oh, the cleaning, the feeding, the making sure everything's running smoothly, enough heat, making sure there's not overheating. Because you can, like some people, they buy things and they burn their snakes because they don't know that it gets too hot.
That's right. They're saying I could take care of the plastic fish. Yeah, that's
LOL.
something more in my.
That's up your alley, Jamie.
Yeah.
What about piranhas, Walter? Do you carry piranhas at your store, or is that
We
too
did.
exotic?
Right now they're hard to get, but we do carry them. And if you ever watch them eat a pinky mice, it's cool. Did you know that a goldfish can survive with a piranha? They actually become acting like piranhas. Really, it's
A
cool.
goldfish will mimic the piranha after a bit of time.
Oh yes, it'll join. Piranhas only have one leader, and the other fish will follow and line up behind them when there's food in there, till the one leader says go for it. And a goldfish will act just like a piranha in that capacity. They'll eat
Wow.
the fish or whatever. This is something else we've added on.
Oh,
We've now added plants.
okay.
What's that?
So
An
now
aloe vera.
Yeah, we have all the different kinds of plants now, aquarium plants and household plants. Something different.
That is pretty awesome. So for folks in Finland that may not be aware, where is your store located?
Well, if they know where the alternate reality bookstore is, we're across the street, and we're right next door to the Salvation Army, and we're right between Spruce and Pine, right in the middle.
That's right. And you have different types of animals for everyone, no matter what they're into.
Oh, that's one thing we do. Not only that, is we're hoping that when this pandemic's over again, we can actually have people back in and enjoy coming in just to see the animals socially. We have Sassy that just loves people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a lot of the animals like the company, like to hear the voices.
Yeah, takes a detrimental effect not only on humans but yes, the animals in COVID time. So hopefully, when things get back into the orange, yellow status, where people can come back in, they can come in and visit your shop. Do you get people who just don't want to buy a pet but just want to come on in and hang out?
Yeah, you know what's really I find amazing is watching little wee kids that used to be about 4 years old come into the store, and now they're teenagers.
Or adults.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
They come in, they're starting to look for their own kids.
Joanne said she was in your store when you started out, so people who keep coming back.
Time and time again. It's
my Oscar eats goldfish like it's a good snack.
They do. It's going to be a big Oscar, though.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
That is an axolotl. It's a fish with legs.
I didn't even know that existed.
A walking fish.
Yeah. And they have to have cold water.
Now, can they survive out of the water with the legs, or are they still water
No, they
breathing?
got to be in water. They got to be in water. You can actually touch them in the water, and they feel like jellyfish.
Yeah. And just like you were saying, Mark, like some people, like Eric was just saying, he comes into Walter's store to check out the animals, and some people like it. They absolutely love it to come and see all the new animals that Walter has. I'm sure, like, you know, in non-COVID times, you know, as you sell animals, you're getting a whole bunch of different types of varieties all the time in the store.
Oh, I'm telling you, when before the COVID, we had tons of animals in here. We have tons. We had a lot of people just come in and see Baby Blue do the moonwalk. Sassy, hold your hand. You know, even Sassy knows some of the customers. As soon as they walk in, they'll go, "Hi." Yeah.
That is, yeah, I like that. They definitely get used to the regulars. A mud skipper. That was a mud skipper. Is that what you said?
That's what it looked like.
It looks like a mud skipper, but it's an axolotl.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
There's so much to know about pets. Like I know about dogs and cats, but there's just so many varieties of what people do. Do a lot of people in Timmins want to own snakes?
You know what? There's some people that want to, but the other half say no.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Are they an easy pet to, you know, if you get the right equipment from you, is it pretty straightforward having a snake, or do you need to know, like you said, there was an 80-page booklet, you need to know 80 steps before getting a snake, or do you, how quick can you learn?
You can learn real quick. The main thing is with a snake is you got to make sure the right heat. You got to make sure moisture, because you almost got to think like, where do snakes come from? And then you go, okay, they come from damp places, but it's hot. So in caves, you know, in tall grass, you know, in deserts. So you got to think, they need moisture, they need heat. So you figure that out, and you got, oh, okay, that's pretty simple. And they only eat once a week, and sometimes once every month, and they can go 6 months without eating.
Oh, wow. We're learning so much today.
Certainly, yeah.
Oh my God, Gary says his buddy's brother had a 17-foot python and had to move out of city limits. 17 foot, that's crazy.
That's a
crazy life, yeah.
You know that we had somebody out of town here that had a Burmese python. It got to 18 feet. He sold it to the zoo.
Yeah, I do. Like, you can't an 18-footer in a house, man. I would be too scared walking that out.
What are you feeding it when it gets to 18 feet?
A tiger.
A cat, a rabbit.
Oh, no.
Hopefully not cats. No.
Hey, anybody seen my puppy?
Oh, no.
That's when feeding time gets a little bit interesting, or a little bit more grotesque. Yeah.
Well, would you believe in this town we're allowed anacondas?
That's under the bylaws of snakes. If you did have an anaconda, you could have one in Timmins.
Because it's under the 3-meter mark. It just makes it.
Haven't they seen the movie with Ice Cube there? That's not good to have an anaconda.
But there's different types of anacondas, just like pythons.
Okay.
Remember we just said Burmese pythons can get big, and ball pythons don't.
Yeah, that's right.
So a yellowtail anaconda only gets to be about 8 foot.
Joanne says, what about the guy in Connaught that someone owned a crocodile?
Yeah, did you hear that? That was cool. We actually were thinking about getting a crocodile for a gimmick here. We also thought about getting a monkey. But until I went and seen that monkey reach in his rear end and get in his diaper and start showing the shit around, that was it for me. Hey, I'm not changing a diaper anymore.
Yeah.
I've had my kids.
Yeah, that's right. That's where the battle line's drawn.
That's right. It was cute and all, but I couldn't stand him showing the thing.
Yeah, that's what an amazing business, eh, Mark? Pretty cool.
It is, yeah, it is. And you know, the knowledge, like, you know, Paul was stating, you could probably sit down and chat forever. You know, 1,000,001 or 1,000,002 stories as of tonight. If anybody just wants to shoot the poop with you about pets, you know, they can just reach you on your Facebook page. They can call the store.
Yep, they can do either. I'm pretty. We try to answer every question we can as fast as
Mhm.
we can on the Facebook page
Mhm.
and that, but we can't always be there for them. But they can call, and if we can't find out the answers, we'll try and do what we can. Remember, though, we're not a vet. You
That's
know,
right.
we do know a few things, but we're not a vet.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you have the expertise where you have to, then phone your vet to get that further expertise,
Yeah.
if you did need it. But going back to the breeding side, poodles and parrots, how frequent do you get phone calls saying I want a certain breed, or I want to have my parrot or poodle bred through you guys? You said your list was long. How long is it for the waiting list?
Well, let's put it this way. Right now, I'm telling people to call me back every 2 months
Oh, wow.
because I have a list of 12 people already, and I can't afford to take any more names down because I don't want to insult the people, and so I go by the list. But I'm not going to go and breed just to show the list. It's got to happen when it happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, you have an amazing store, and we really appreciate you coming on the show and showing us the different animals and talking about the care of these animals. It really, I really enjoyed it.
You know what I find
What's
is
that?
that I created a Timmins a gem. It's a gem of a store. It looks small from the outside, but when you come in, it's huge, and it's something that you don't see anymore.
Yeah.
Less and less now you see. I've been to Toronto. I've been all over the place, and I got people that come up from Hamilton that come to our pet store and said they couldn't believe it. They heard about it. They had to come and see it.
Yeah. Well, that's tremendous. Congratulations for the
Yes.
years of business in the city. And, we're wishing you folks all the best. Hopefully we're out of this. We get back to a sense of normalcy and folks can come in the store and see the pets. But like you mentioned, you are open for curbside and they can contact you through the phone. What's the phone number?
705-360-9099. And our
Perfect.
emergency number is 705-274-7387.
Good.
Excellent stuff.
And
We
they can
go
send
one
a
step
message.
further than anybody else. If you need something at 2 o'clock in the morning, don't call me. But at 11 o'clock at night, fine. I'll come
Mark-
open the store and get it.
Mark
Yeah,
can't
well-
call you 2 a.m. and ask how to feed his beta fish.
That's right.
See that
Hamster
man
shaving.
at his house.
Hamster shavings and gerbil shavings can wait, but if you did need it, if it was not that big a pressing moment, if someone needed something, you'd be there to cater their phone call.
Oh, we've always come back during the middle of the night. I mean, late at night or on days that we were closed to let them in to get the stuff. I've never been a person that wanted anybody to, go without.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Walter, and your family. We appreciate you all coming on, and we'll be in touch with you with the winner's name for the gift certificate.
Yes.
And we're wishing you all the best and all the success.
Well, I'm glad you guys came along, and I'm glad to have a little chat. And my bird will probably be laughing for the next half hour now.
That's awesome.
Good stuff. Thanks, Walter.
Yeah. And we're saying bye to your family too. That's awesome.
Yes, you got a beautiful family, Walter. It's good
Watch
to see.
it. Watch it. They're going.
Okay. It's saying hello and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Walter.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, beautiful family you have. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, that was pretty awesome, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, so cool. And that bird speaks better English than you or I. It says hello.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Well, guaranteed better French than us. Probably that's a bilingual bird in Timmins.
Probably, yeah. Well, there has to be birds. If you teach it the tongue that you speak, there's probably some Francais speaking birds here in the city. Spanish speaking, all over the place. But where are we with that gift certificate? We had 42. Was Dave the last bid so far?
Dave Helmer, our friend Dave Helmer, is at $42. That's the leading bid. and we'll close it at the end of the show. But we got a bunch of locals to get through. Kinsman, you ready to do some work for once, or what?
I think so. I think I am. Yes.
Okay.
We're going to chat about Spoiled Rotten.
Yes.
Just wanted to talk about this. Melissa LaMarche, not only a big sponsor of our show, she's also a big supporter of local businesses here in the city. And I noticed on their Facebook page today that they are giving away an amazing Mother's Day package on their Facebook page. So I thought I'd throw this out. I'm going to read you what their page says. It says, got a proud dog mama at home. She works hard taking care of the furry and not so furry loved ones in your household. She goes on to state, we want to show how special she is this Mother's Day. We've paired up with our favorite local businesses, and one of our favorite local businesses, Float 11 Yoga and Healing Arts Studio, to offer you the opportunity to win this amazing Mother's Day basket filled with awesome goodies. And again, if you go to Spoiled Rotten's Facebook page, you'll see what you have a chance to win. And all you have to do to win is to go into Spoiled Rotten and purchase something between now and Saturday. And Melissa's going to make the draw from Spoiled Rotten on the Sunday on Mother's Day.
Yes, we love Melissa LaMarche. Now I want to flip over to her hubby, Chris LaMarche.
Yes.
And he has $1,000 to give away on Thursday's show for a local business that's been closed down due to the current stay-at-home order. So if you haven't nominated a business, you would just go to the post that's pinned to our page, nominate the business, and Sniper, the canine, will return with Martin Peel, and he's going to go in there, and he's going to grab a tennis ball with one of the business names, and we're going to have $1,000 to give away on Thursday night.
That's right. And if you can remember the last time Sniper pulled the ball and the ballot from the box, he knocked them all over the place.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So we'll see if Sniper is going to do the same. But certainly a lot of fun. And again, thumbs up to Chris LaMarche. You know, Chris and Melissa, I call them the dynamic duo there on Wilson. Spoiled Rotten, and of course Chris with audio mobile performance is they're just the power couple. I like to call them that, and like they're always giving back to the community. And again, $1,000 on Thursday night. Can't wait.
Yep. Innovative. Yeah. If you go into the shop, you have Spoiled Rotten, and then you have Chris's business in the back, and they're both awesome people. And we're continuing on with Good Vibes. So once again, another promotion sponsored by our good friend Sebastian over at the Cooperators, another awesome dude in the community. And all you need to do is go to the post, nominate someone that did something nice. Like, if you came to my place and vacuumed and did the dishes, I would nominate you as a good deed. So, just keep that in mind if you want to do something nice for your good friend KLOMP.
Clomp, or, reading some Facebook post today where people are still, paying it forward through Tim Hortons drive-thrus or whatever drive-thru you're in. Someone pays for you and you have to pass it forward. That's if you know the person or can find out who they are and nominate them for a good vibe. And again, we've got 7 more Sundays to award a $50 gift certificate from the Downtown Timmins BIA. Thanks to the Downtown Timmins BIA for helping us with the 8 Sunday campaign, which is pretty awesome.
I'm keeping track of the week, so you don't have to count. I'll do the hard work there. Sunday's going to be a big show, right? We talked about Thursday, but Sunday.
Yeah, we've got Celeste Levy on the show now. She won't be performing, but she's going to be on the show to chat about the Capitol Music Awards that are going to be happening on Friday. She's nominated for 4 of the awards, including Artist of the Year. So she's promised to come on the show, win or lose. I'm hoping she picks up some hardware. I really hope she picks up something, and she'll spill the beans on Sunday's show. And she would have performed, but her hubby Mark had something else to do that afternoon. So it's just going to be Celeste. So if you have any questions for Celeste, you can look forward to that show, and she'll, hopefully, I'm hoping she picks up Artist of the Year. That's probably the most prestige award for the Capitol Music Awards. And again, Celeste Levy, homegrown right here from Timmins, up for that award. And I can't wait for her to come on the show Sunday and, be holding the hardware. I don't know if they're going to be holding it because it's going to be done virtually, but anyhow, hopefully she'll have the bragging rights to tell us all.
Right. So I cannot wait for Sunday. So often in Porcupine, we've lost a few businesses the metro. But there's a guy, Dave Helmer, that is opening up bait, meat, tackle, and variety. It looks awesome. He purchased the store. They've renovated the whole store, including the outside. It's like this neon green. It's awesome. You can see it from miles away. Everyone's so excited, especially in the Porcupine community, but in the Timmins community, it's going to be very good. If you're heading out to camp, they got all your fishing supplies. It doesn't end there. They got all the snacks, the ice, everything you need for camping in one variety store. So an awesome guy who's invested in the Porcupine, South Porcupine community, and we are very happy. They're going to be opening up very, very shortly. We're thinking around May long. And maybe a little bit sooner for the soft opening, but you and I are going to be there. We're going to be doing something for his opening and promote it. And we're very happy that he's put this work in. And we've been in there a couple times. They're busting their butts in there. The store looks awesome.
Certainly putting their, putting a fresh coat of paint on it. Everything looks brand new, which it is. And it's nice to know that Dave has, basically revamped, what used to be, one of the hot spots in Soapholm Porcupine. It's now going to be the hotspot again for your bait, meat, tackle, and variety. So hopefully you'll join Dave.
I should say before we move on that he's looking to hire people to work at the store. So if you go to the Bait, Meat, Tackle, and Variety Facebook page, there's all the information how you can get your resume in. So if you're looking for a job, pretty awesome job, get a hold of Dave. All right, Kinsman, we have a local basketball star, don't we?
Yes, we do. Big news this week. Emily Bouchard has become the latest Timmins basketball product to take her talents to the next level. She's going to be joining the Acadia University Axe Women this fall. So we at KINZ and KLOMP Live wanted to pass along congratulations to Emily. And I should say here, she's the product of one of the Timmins Selects youth basketball program here in the city, which has blossomed great stars, and Emily Bouchard is now one of them. And she'll be, dribbling it to the hoops, taking it to the hoops. But we're hoping she has a good, academic career, and of course a basketball career. Wishing her the best of luck.
How do you feel you're wearing a hat? I'm usually the hat guy, but you got the hat on tonight. Are you trying to copy me or just?
No, you know what? I threw it on. I was out doing some running around. I just threw the hat on, never took it off. Are you going to
show me what your hair looks like with hat head? Or, no, you don't want to. You only show me privately?
No, we don't want to show anybody that, right?
All right, kids. But I tried to get some fun.
No, but it was raining today. My little guys, they have a little RC car that we got last year for my oldest, Ethan. And now both of them like to take it out and spin it around on the parking lots. And we're out there. And when it rains, I'll put the hat on. So we're out there playing around with that today.
Tell me when we're at the new store, and Joanne and her hubby will walk there. And Kelly says, I live in Porcupine, and I'm so glad to see this opening. And I could tell you that is the consensus in Porcupine. A lot of folks missing when that store closed, and now it's opening up better than ever. Amazing. Like they're working hard over there.
They certainly are. And the first thing we noticed, remember when we first walked in there, you said a bait and tackle shop, it's got to have the camping stuff and gear too, where I first zeroed in on the s'mores. They've got the marshmallows and all the stuff and your cereals. Like if you forget it at the camp, you don't have to go too far to pick up, the goods that you would normally have to drive all the way back to Timmins to get. You can,
when I'm camping this summer, I'm like, Kinsman, come on out. Now here's my list of things I need. Stop by Dave Helmer's store and pretty much buy everything because I got no supplies. Okay, you're good with that. Okay, so who's getting a new fire truck?
Timmins picking up a fire truck. And it's funny, my little guys were out there playing with the RC car again at the Sportsplex last night. And in the parking lot, the new rescue pumper was there, and it is now a part of the Cedar Street Station and the hall on Cedar. Unit 55 is they're calling it. So when you see the new vehicle, the pumper with the 55 logo on it, it's going to be now stationed at Station 5. Add some major water power for those fires and those hard to get areas. It can actually hold 1,000 gallons of water, capable of flowing 1,250 gallons per minute. And again, it was, I guess it was time to get a new one because Unit 55 will replace the older Unit 27, which has been in service since 1991. And of course, driving by, my little guys see anything with fire trucks, we had to pull in there. Obviously, we were playing with the RC car, but you need to watch. You just want to sit and watch, and it was nice to see the fire crews out there. I guess maybe christening or practice driving the new pumper.
Yeah.
But
now I wonder, because the other night I'm cooking my son a frozen pizza, and then I don't know, I left it in a couple minutes too long, and it started to get that smell. So if the fire smoke alarm goes off here, am I going to get to see the new fire truck?
You might. If you don't have a fire, I guess fire. What am I trying to throw? The
extinguisher?
No, not the extinguisher. The little thing at the fire hydrants. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, kids.
COVID brain. See what happens when you don't associate.
Yeah.
With
you never stumble.
public?
You never stumble. You.
Fire. I couldn't think of a fire hydrant, but yes, fire hydrant is what I was looking for. That's what the pumper comes in for, 1,000 gallons again. And again, when it hooks up to the fire hydrant, it can pump out 1,250 gallons per minute. So that thing's definitely got some firepower. No pun intended. Joanne says, my 2 oldest granddaughters were raised with fire trucks in South Porcupine. Their dad is a firefighter. Good to know.
Yeah. And you know a lot about fire trucks. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so the CMHA, our friends over there, what are they up to today?
Canadian Mental Health Association, Timmins chapter. They're offering mental health online support for this month and into next month. And they've got mental health education online Zoom classes they wanted us to pass along on the show, and they're happening. And they encourage all to sign up, and it's free to attend. The first online Zoom session is, in fact, this Thursday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to be focusing on self-esteem. A few other courses they've got booked, relationship struggles on May 13th at 2. May 18th, we'll focus on substance use and addiction on May 18th. And again, the courses are all at 2 o'clock, but they do say visit their website, and you can actually call them to beat the website, 705-567-9596. And this is also good if you want to show up to one of these sessions, but you're afraid people in the Zoom will see you. You can actually sign up and log into these sessions anonymously, so no one will know you're there, but you can still take part.
That's right. So Joanne did receive an email from them, and Gary says mental health services are vital right now, 1,000%.
Yeah,
a lot of folks, mental health is always at the forefront, but especially in the last 13 months, especially if you're locked, can't go and see family and friends and socialize.
No, it's detrimental to one's health, and it's, they don't realize, yes, we're doing a good thing by trying to flatten this curve. We've been flattening it now for 15 months. Mm-hmm. Your mental psyche can take a hit, and it has, and it's good to see that the CMHA, providing online Zoom classes for people who want to reach out and, speak to others who are going through the same, as they say, we're not all in the same boat, but we've all got, different styles of boat, and we can all, adjust, knowing that someone else is in your shoes. And can weigh off other people's comments, and obviously the online counselors on during these sessions. Janice,
it affected her family. She lost her aunt 2 years ago today to suicide. We're very sad to hear that. Just terrible. And I feel mentally drained after work since COVID started. You're right. So it affects family members. People are directly affected by it at work. So there's no shame or no embarrassing moment to link on to one of these services. It could be confidential. Joanne had a good comment. Should pull it up.
You have it back.
It's right there. So you can turn your camera off. So meaning you can go there. No one's going to see you. And it's, you can learn about some of the services and some of the help that they can provide. So, and even if you feel mentally healthy, you should still go. You never know. Mm-hmm. So it's good. All right, Kinsman. And on a lighter note, if you don't know what a fire hydrant is, you don't go out much.
I don't
like
go
that
out
one.
much. I do not go out much. It's doing this, doing the online schooling. My little guys, it's funny. My little guy in this entire span, this is how sad living in COVID times is my little guy. Normally, we haven't brought him. Between me and his mom, they haven't been to a mall or a grocery store because I don't want them associating. I don't want them touching things in COVID times. But for the first time in 14 months, had to take my little guy to Foodland. Just a couple days ago, and it's just so what you think it has detrimental effects to the adults, but poor little my 5-year-old Ethan, he's walking around going, I haven't seen it. Like his eye is lit up. He hasn't been from a house for playing outside on the driveway to in an actual grocery store in 14 months. It's kind of mind-boggling to think that was
like
his
Disney
first
World
time.
when they walk in there,
right?
All right, so this Cedar Meadows story. So there's some teenagers, I guess, that jumped the fence at Cedar Meadows to get a closer look at the bison. So you can go on these animal tours at Cedar Meadows, and you stay like in the trailer, and they come.
You're in the trailer, and I don't even think the bisons. I don't even think come a part of that tour.
Yeah, they do, but they're sort of far behind. And the caretaker there is. I remember him saying, "Elvis, stay away," or Elvis is. The bison that was there, always eating the food. But listen, common sense here. You don't be jumping the fence. These are wild animals. These bisons are big, but they're fast, and they may not be as friendly as they look, right?
No, and it's funny that Cedar Meadows actually has to put out this disclaimer, but I'm going to read you what's on their Facebook page right now. It says, over the weekend, we were shocked and concerned to discover a group of 6 teenagers climb the metal fence, which is quite high, so they could get a closer look at the bison on our property. Please educate any youth you may know on the severity of these actions. And severity, if you want to really see what bisons can do to tourists, especially in an environment where they're not, liking having anybody close by, including a human. Other than its handlers, check out a YouTube. Just type in bisons versus tourists on YouTube, and you'll see that these kids got off pretty lucky because the bisons obviously had nothing to do with what they were doing on the inside of that fence.
They want us to educate our children. Aiden, don't jump the fence at Cedar Meadows and to go look at the bison, okay? Don't jump the fence at Cedar Meadows to go look at the bison. Kids,
you can look from the outside. A lot of people are wondering, how did they get through the electric fence? But electric fence is only a portion of the fence, right? It's not the entire fence lit up with a strong current going through at all times. But they say, we can't believe someone jumped the fence. But yes, teach your kids and parents, even parents, that bisons will attack if provoked, or if you see the little bisons in there. If you're in between them, it's just like bears. You get between them and their offspring, you're going to see the nasty side of the bison.
All right, like telling him to jump in. I'm on top of my parenting, Joanne. Okay, so we got the $50 gift certificate. The leading bid is 42. So
that was from Dave Helmer.
Close it out. So going once,
going twice,
right.
Sold
to Dave
Helmer for $42 for a gift certificate to Parrots Poodles Pet Palace.
Yeah. So how do we wrap this up, Kinsman? I always like to thank our sponsors, as do you. Without the sponsors, there is no KINZ and KLOMP Live. So Pads Canine Protection and Detection Services, Villeneuve Engineering Services, Timmins RV, and The Surge. We love them all. We're going to say it all the time. They're all behind me today. Do you see them? Oh, Kinsman.
I'm looking at you there. Yeah, you got the Timmins RV, Surge over there, Villeneuve Engineering Services. Again, Eric, one of our new sponsors, he's going to be giving you a chance to win a $500 Bellezza Aesthetics gift certificate just in time for Mother's Day. Can't thank and love Eric enough. And again, if you're looking for anything to be engineered, he's brand new. He's a feisty young buck, as my grandparents would have said. So there you go. Hey. He can engineer anything for you.
This is how I'm wrapping up the show. I got some shocking news for you, Kinsman.
What's that?
Kinsman, I'm your father.